So the first weekend in May, here in the western North Carolina mountains, we have a ramp festival in celebration of this wild edible that tastes a lot like a mild garlic and onion mixed. So I wanted to make this little recipe for you. It turned out really good, and so I just wanted to make sure to share it with you. So here are the ingredients if you'd like to do a screenshot with your mobile device. They will also be below the video if you'd like to print them out. So corn is not in season right now for us here in the mountains. However, I visited the farmer's market and they had some pretty good looking corn there. I was surprised. It's coming in from Florida. You might recall from my creamed corn recipe that I recommend making creamed corn with very fresh corn because that's what makes it good. But when you do have corn that's out of season, we can always make it taste pretty good by adding a few things to it. So that's what we're going to do. So we'll start with some fresh ramps. I went ahead and washed them, and I just want to chop them up pretty good here for the corn. So I snipped the little root end off, and I just want to rough chop them pretty good here. Now I also need to cut the corn off of the cobs. This can take quite a while. I like to cut just the very top of the kernel off, and then I go back with the back side of my knife and I clean out anything else in there, which is mostly the starch, out of the kernel there. And so I'll scrape it really well. Now when the corn's in season, I will get a lot of milk out of here, but right now I'm not because it's probably been 2 or 3 days since it's been picked. So it should look almost like a honeycomb when I'm done. I want all that emptied out. So we'll just fry up about 3 slices of bacon. This is smoked bacon. And once it's sizzling pretty good, I'll go ahead and drain it on some paper towels. And I'm also reserving some of the bacon grease. I cleaned out my skillet too. So back to the skillet, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of bacon grease along with 1 tablespoon of butter. So now I'm going to add about 2/3 of the ramps to the bacon and butter. Give it a good generous pinch of salt. And we are going to cook this about, probably 1 to 2 minutes. I'm on about medium heat. You want to cook it till it starts to smell really good. And now we can add our corn, and depending on how fresh your corn is, will determine how much milk you add. So you might just need to add a splash. I needed about probably 1/3 of a cup, and this is whole milk. Of course, you can add like half and half as well if you want it to be a very rich sauce. And then we'll add in our bacon crumbles. I'll go ahead and make sure all of the corn is level here, and I want to cover it up and bring it to just a gentle simmer. So after it's been simmering for about 3 or 4 minutes, I'll go ahead and give it a taste for salt. It needed some more salt, and it's thickening up pretty nice here. I do not like to overcook corn. I guess I've been cooking it a total of about 6 to 8 minutes at this point. And I'll go ahead and add some black pepper along with the raw ramps that I had reserved. And then we'll just finish it off with about a tablespoon of Sourwood honey, which I was second guessing if I should put honey in this or not. I was tempted just to add sugar, but wow, the Sourwood honey really made a difference. I love how it turned out. So, but of course you can add sugar if you don't have honey. And we'll let it cook for about another minute or 2, and it is thickening up beautifully. And now it's nice and thick, and so it is ready. So I don't want to leave it in the skillet because it will continue to cook. So I'll go ahead and remove it and put it in a little casserole dish here. And we sure did enjoy it. We ate it with some barbecue, and I also made some garlic butter with the ramps. And so we had some ramp toast along with a fresh sliced tomato. So it turned out to be a really good meal. So I hope that you can try the corn out soon. If you have any questions, please leave them down below the video, and I'll be more than happy to help you. And if you haven't already, make sure you click that little bell off to the right of the subscribe button, and you will receive all notifications from my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a beautiful day.